Hey guys, it's been a while since I went live, but just wanted to hop on here real quick, show you a trade that I'm in at the moment. I was up a little more, but I had to move my stop, so trying to give the trade time to work here. Um, so right here you can see the profit on this trade so far. I was in micros, but also added a mini as well. And actually, it looks like it's getting ready to come back on me. I may have to move my stop again a little bit more. So I was playing for this downside into here, into this fair value gap. I wanted to see if the market will come back down here and hit this 159, 160 level here on NQ. And move that. I don't know why that's in the way. So I am short at the moment. As you can see, I'm only up $10 on this trade, but it was up to, I think I was up like $60, $70. Actually, that'd be 90. I should have moved my stop, but I was trying to open the software and everything to start streaming. So it's what it is. It's just, eval money at the moment. I am close to passing 4 evals. I've got 2 that are about $500 away from being passed, and then I think I have 2 more that are about $1,000 away. So should, hopefully, if everything goes as planned, I should have those, at least 2 of them passed tomorrow. If not, then it'll be next week. And but I mean, I've just been taking my time with them. It's fine. I'm not under any time pressure to get them done. In fact, most of them I've had for about 15 to 20 days. So we're just gonna, I've just been taking my time with them. I've mostly traded micros throughout this process on them, and if I do see a setup, which here was a perfect setup, so every once in a while I'll switch to a mini and do a mini contract. But for the most part, I've just been doing micros, and added about $500 to each account today just doing micros. And today provided some great range. And so I don't want this trade to come back on me, so I do have a stop in, and in fact I'm going to move it actually up to here. I do want to give this trade time to work out. So we are this is a 4-hour chart here. No, I'm sorry, this is a 1-hour chart here. This is the 4-hour chart. I don't know for certain, but I think that they may have TTO'd up here. They may be getting out this long. If you look at the daily here, we had this big gap up here between 16,969 and 17,122. So at some point, and it doesn't have to be today or tomorrow, but at some point they'll need to come back and fill this gap. ICT calls that a volume imbalance. So at some point they will need to come back and fill that gap. If you look here, this is almost a double top here on the 4-hour. So let me just see if I can. This is Quant Tower, so I don't have everything aligned perfectly like I would on TradingView. But let's just go ahead and draw out the broadening formation there. Actually, let me open TradingView because I know I had that broadening formation drawn. So here's the TradingView. This is the broadening formation on the week here on NQ, and you can see how we've almost come up and touched it again. And so we'll, broadening formations are meant to expand. Price expands. So we'll see if we come up here and tap this. If you come to the daily, so there's your broadening formation. We're still in that. So we'll see if come up anymore here on NQ, or if they decide to pull us back. So if we do continue to go up tomorrow throughout the overnight session, then I would look for a price to expand and come up here. Maybe about another 100 points tomorrow. We'll see. We had a great run today in NQ, and like I said, it provided some great range today, and well, just yesterday, and it was fantastic. I had a great day trading it. I really did. Like I said, traded micros, stayed small. I would have had my challenges passed had I traded some minis today, but I just decided to take it small, and because the whole idea for this is to get these accounts funded and get to a payout. So Apex is having an 80% off sale at the moment, as well as a 1-day pass. So if you go to Apex Trader Funding, and I do have my link in the description as well. So if you go here, if you do I like the 50K accounts. So basically how this works is you need to make a profit goal of $3,000 before hitting 2,500 drawdown. So this is an intraday trailing drawdown. So let's say you go up 1,000, then lose 1,000. Now you only have $1,500 left of drawdown left. So you do have to pay attention. Make sure you're taking profits along the way, that sort of thing. But so make 3,000, you get your account funded, and then you basically make 3,000 again. You can technically take out $2,000 and pay yourself. So if you do 187 a month, 80% off, and that is a recurring fee. So 187 times 0.80 is 149. So 187 minus 149, and it costs you $38. So not a bad deal, even if you just want to practice and learn price action and trade overnight session, or even during the day. I did trade during the day today, but a little bit off and on. I'm just not a huge fan of New York session, but it definitely provides a lot of liquidity, that sort of thing. So you definitely can make your money during New York. But with the way my work schedule is, consistently I can't always trade New York. So that's why I switched to Globex and trading Globex. So anyway, this is where we are tonight, and we'll see what this hour delivers. I'd really love to come down here and touch this 160. So this is my target right here, this 160. Even if we get super close again, I'll probably go ahead and take my profit. But I think, I don't know for certain, but because I've been wrong like everybody else, but I think they may have TTO'd right here today. So we'll see. I don't want to, put my stop all the way up here for a mini for sure, because that's 168. That'd be about a $200 loss if I move my stop all the way up there, and they could come up here and take this again, but I sometimes get this backwards, whether that's buy side or sell side liquidity. I think this is sell side liquidity, or no, I'm sorry, maybe this is buy side. I don't know. I get them backwards. It's one of the liquidities up there, whether it's buy side or sell side. Like I said, I always kind of get that backwards. So if you might know, feel free to chime in. But they may go ahead and take my stop right here. Yep, they just took my stop. Oh well, is what it is. So I lost about $70 on that trade. So we'll see whether they come up here and decide to take this again. Because that's an hourly candle, and this hour isn't over. But I really ideally would love to see them come down and take this 160, and it may happen tonight. Just maybe I just may have been a little too early right there. So I am going to put my. I'm still in some minis. Let's see here. I'm still kind of getting used to Quant Tower a little bit. There we go. But overall, I really, really like Quant Tower. I'm really trying to get used to it, but I really like Quant Tower. So I've got my rhythmic accounts in Quant Tower. I do still have my Trade Evade accounts. I do still trade those over at TradingView. I just linked you can. So here's the thing. You've got when you sign up for these accounts, you have a choice of whether you want rhythmic, which is the first set here, and that's where I have my rhythmic accounts in Quant Tower, or you could also put them in NinjaTrader. Now, I like Quant Tower because it has a built-in trade copier, and so you can just set that up, and it's really easy to set up. Apex also has their own trade copier, as well as Replicanto. And so I've also tried the Apex copier. The benefit to the Apex copier is you can set up, if you set up your accounts, your rhythmic accounts and your Trade Evade accounts in NinjaTrader, and then open NinjaTrader with one of your Trade Evade accounts as the lead account, then you can come over to TradingView here and copy trade all of your accounts. So it just kind of depends on what you're most comfortable with and familiar with. I still think they TTO'd up here. It just depends on what you're most comfortable with and familiar with. There's a broadening formation there on the 4 hour. Let me connect this to. Come on. Sometimes my mouse goes a little crazy. There we go. Okay. So there's your broadening formation on the 4 hour on NQ. I can't help but thinking that they TTO'd right here, but I may be a tad early. We'll see. Yeah, so that's the benefit to the Apex copier. And if you want Apex copier, you have to go here to Apex Investing. And so you log in here and then, or create an account if you don't already have one. You log in here and then you can get the trade copier. And it's 75% off right now. So I'm not sure how much it is because I bought it. When I bought it, it was just a one-time fee. I think it was like $150 or something at the time. So yeah. So if you want to be able to copy from TradingView, you can purchase the Apex copier and copy trade all your accounts over that way. Yeah, I just can't help but thinking they TTO'd. I don't want to go back in with a mini, but I just can't help but thinking they TTO'd. I'm gonna give this hour right here. If this hour stays a doji, it's gonna be really, really tempting for me not to go back in with a mini. like I said, I was a little premature right there. I don't want to go in right now because if I put my stop here, then they're liable to come back up and take my stop. You know what? I am. Screw it. Let's see. You can put. Let's just put the stop right here. Give it 4 points. It's not going to kill my account at all because I did quite well today on these accounts, so it's not gonna kill me at all. If we start coming back down, then it's gonna be a nice profit. So let's hope they don't run my stop again here in the next 10 minutes. In fact, I'm gonna move it just a tad. I don't like doing this, but I also don't want them to run my stop. The hourly, well, this is MES. Ideally, we want to see this hour close, but close below this wick right here, this 172. If we can get this hour to close below this wick of 172, and this candle stays a doji, then you know we might can see some more downside back into here, at least 162, 160. I'd really like to see him come here. I should have gone on that. Oh well. Let's just hope they don't run my stop again. Because I do have that copy trading at the moment, so. If you guys are watching traders that don't show their losses, you're watching the wrong traders, in my opinion. There's no trader that has perfect trades. No one. Not a single trader out there has a perfect record. We're early sometimes. We get in late. People chase. There's all kinds of reasons. Maybe you're having a bad day because something else is going on, and you know you're emotional. That sort of thing. But yeah, I mean, there's no perfect trader at all. Please don't run my stop again. I really should have waited for that candle to close. My micros are safe, but this mini, I really should have waited. Yeah, they're gonna run I think they're gonna run my stop. We'll see. I also have a thing. If I lose 2 trades in a row, I've got to like time myself out. Because it's just better risk management. You don't want to overtrade. You don't want to revenge trade. All those things that people go through, and they do. And then you're just digging your hole deeper and deeper, right? So I have that rule. If I lose 2 trades, I gotta take a break, walk away. Obviously, I'm not seeing something right, and you just take a break and come back later. So maybe a short stream, we'll see. I mean, your continuity, as the strat would call it, is up. Your continuity is definitely up. what I can do also is, yeah, they just took my stop again. Alright, well, second time in a row, so that means I gotta take a break. What I can do is this right here. Go ahead and set some leader orders out. I don't want to reverse the trade because, especially on these micros, I would rather just stop out. But I don't know. Maybe I'm not. I'm gonna look at TradingView. Maybe I'm not seeing it correctly. Like I said, right there's your broadening formation. I mean, I drew it perfectly. So your continuity is definitely up. And we don't have a wick enough. You know, a lot of times what they'll do on a TTO, like I remember seeing this right here on you know, a few days after Christmas. A lot of times what they'll do on a you know, I guess it's not technically, it's a more of a broadening formation, hit the top of broadening formation reversal. But so it's not technically a TTO. It's a TTO on a smaller time frame, I guess you could say. But a lot of times what I just notice is like this, for example. You know, 2 days ago, okay, 1 day ago. So they took out all these pivots, right? Almost like a pivot machine gun. 1, 2, 3, close to that one, but so basically they ran these, right? So they dropped the market, but then they started buying it back up. So today this could have been your entry right here off of this. So 16981, and if you look right here, the reason this candle is bullish in my opinion is because they brought it all the way down here, then they started coming all the way back up through, right? And this was more bullish because they didn't leave a really long wick up here, right? Not like these. This was just consolidation all these days right here. Just nowhere movement really, right? So Wednesday, they finally moved the market. I mean, it was just, I remember trying to trade at night and I was like, I can't trade this because it was just too tight of a range, right? But once they got back above here, all these dojis right here, right? Like this was just, look how thin these bodies were with these long wicks on both sides of them. So this is a super, super tight consolidation. So when they start getting back above here, right? And especially here, this 16984. So once they get above over here, look what a move this was today. You know, from 16980 all the way up to 17100. I mean, that's a huge move, you know, and like I said, I caught the majority of it on micros. So in fact, I think at one point I was up like $700 in a trade today just on micros. And it was just like, I couldn't believe, first of all, yeah, they're expanding this broadening formation on the 4 hour. So silly trade for me to go short. I mean, just silly. Anyway, so this was just a huge trade today, and yeah, I was up like $700 something today on micros, and I posted in one of my discords I was in. Just I could not believe that the micros I had, I think I had 3 micros. The micros I had paid that much, and I was like, dear God. I mean, if I had been in minis, that would have been over $7,000 in one trade on 3 minis. Like I said, I've mostly been trading micros because I want to get these accounts funded and withdraw money out of Apex. That's the whole goal, right? Get your money out. Get your money back out. Get your investment back out. You get to at least get your initial investment back out. And trust me, you get one payout of $2,000. That's way more the investment than you have into it. Because, again, you do one of these accounts, 80% off sale, fantastic time to do it, $38. Then you pay either a one-time fee once you get it passed. It's either $150, maybe $160 on the Trade-Evate, or you can pay $85 a month on the rhythmic ones, I think it is, and $100 a month on the Trade-Evate ones. Up to you whether you want which one you want to choose, right? Some people will do the monthly until they can prove that they can get a payout, and more than likely that's what I'm going to do this next time as well. But again, $38. Let's say you've got $150 one-time fee in it, so now you're in what, $188? Let's just say it's $160 for whatever. Plus 38. So you're in for less than $200. What a great investment. Even if you get one payout, you've done 10 times your money. So not a bad return on investment, right? And again, you take your time, learn how to learn it. If you're a seasoned trader or you even have a little bit of experience, again, do micros. You're not going to blow your account on micros, even if you get the direction wrong, right? You're going to have plenty of time to make some really good trades. What I will remind people of is don't look at this. Don't look at these as a $50,000 account, okay? What you really have on your hands is a $2,500 account. That's it. That's what you have. So on the 25K accounts, it's a 1-to-1. Here, not so much 1-to-1, but again, $38. You got a $2,500 account. Take your time. Go from there. I'm so tempted. But I'm not going to do it. I'm still in the micros. Stick to the micros. Oh my gosh, this is a test of will here because I really, really think that they TTO'd, but again, if I go short here and put my stop up here, I'm looking at another $60 here. But it's so hard for me not to think that they've TTO'd, but again, I totally could be wrong, and obviously I can't tell anybody how to trade. You gotta put in the time and the effort, like everyone else does that mostly trades. So it takes a lot of time, time in the seat, a lot of sacrifice, learning, watching price action, that sort of thing. But I really, really want to. Trust me, I want to go in on a mini right there, especially since they took my stop and now they're 2 points below. But I'm not going to. I'm just going to stick to the micros, because if I play my cards right, I'll have 4 funded accounts on my hand next week. So I'm trying to really be patient, and I've been patient for 15 to 20 days now, because I could have easily had these passed, but I promised myself that I was going to take my time with them, because what you don't want to do is get to a PA account, and now all of a sudden you're used to trading minis, you're used to going heavy, that sort of thing, and then now you don't blew up your PA accounts. So now you're having to start all the way back over at step 1 on your evaluation accounts because you rushed and you blew up your PA accounts. So, not willing to do that. Been there, done that. I think I blew 4 accounts. So, 4 PA accounts. And got close. And what was crazy was I was close to a payout on one of them. And I decided to go for it one day and blew my account. So, had to start all the way back over. So I promised myself that was not going to happen this time. So you guys are seeing the test of my will here on stream of me not going in a mini, even though I really want to, because I need to make sure that I stay disciplined and get to a PA account. So, like I said, if I play my cards right, I can have 4 funded accounts next week, and go through this process again. And let's say it takes me a month. Okay, so let's say it takes me a month to get 4 accounts eligible for payout. So that would be $1,500. No, it would be $2,000. It would be $2,000 per account. I could withdraw times 4. So I'd be looking at an $8,000 payout. I think it's worth it to be patient and take my time. And I would tell anybody that. So yes, it's a test of will and patience, because I want to go back in on a mini again, but this could just be consolidation for the moment for them to push us higher. So I don't want to risk another mini and put my accounts back where I have to trade more to get them to where I can get them funded. So I just have to be patient at the moment, and we'll see what happens. I don't know if that was something on Quant Tower. I don't know if I got disconnected or what. Let me check and make sure I'm still connected on Quant Tower. Yeah, I'm still connected. I think sometimes it disconnects, but so yeah, so see, this could just be consolidation right here in this hourly candle before they push us higher, because your continuity is to the upside. But if it's not and they decide to bring us down, then if they start bringing us down below this 169, which let's just say you wanted to hang out an order right here, right? It's one thing I love about Quant Tower, because you can just put in an order right here. Just put an order right there. So if they bring the market back down, then if they bring it back down in this area, I'll get filled. And then I could go ahead and put a take profit right here. This is why I really do love Quant Tower, because it's so much easier to just place orders on the screen. I'm pretty sure you can do that on I'm pretty sure you can do that on Tradeovate as well. But I'm just not as versed in it as I am with Quant Tower. That's how you do it, though. So if you want to go ahead and put it in order right there. Where are we in this hour? We are in a new hour. You can see I'm really contemplating whether I want to put in another mini. I want to so bad, but I'm not going to. Even though I really do think they TTO'd right here and they got out. If they bring the market, if the market comes back here, I'm really going to be super tempted. I'm so tempted right now. Okay. So I'm risking 4 points right there on this new hourly candle. Let me bring up. I really, really want us to come back into, especially on the hour, I really want us to come back to hit 160. That would be a great. If we come down and hit 164, that would give me 4 points right there. I'll take that. That would get back to 80. I lost on that other trade. It'll at least put me back even. See, may have to see what they do here. I definitely was right about them kind of getting out up here and coming back, but this was a little gun shy because I got stopped out on that. So I was just a little early, but if you look at this hour, 1, 2, 3, mark, the argument could be made that this is a pivot machine gun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Am I early? Yeah. I remember being early. Probably. I mean, I remember being early. What was it, the day that we had an outside day? I remember it was back in December sometime. It was in December sometime, because if you'd have played an SPX put, I remember it went from 30 cents. It went from 30 cents to like $30. So you would have turned $30 into, you would have turned $300 into 30,000. And I remember I made 700 and something % on I didn't do an SPX, I did a SPY. I did a SPY put. So I did pretty well that day. Definitely not 300 into 30, but I think I turned $50 into like 400 or 500. I'd have to go back and look, but it was a nice day, I remember, and I was early. I was definitely early. I know it was December because it was a day before my birthday, so I had bought the put on my mom's birthday. So it was December 19th, and then the next day, and they messed me up that morning because I thought I was wrong because the market went up first thing in the morning. I just couldn't figure it out. And I was like, I don't understand. It looks like they've gotten out. And then it was like, I think it was around maybe noon that day or something. And the market just fell apart. It was crazy. So But that's why I've loved learning the strat, because you can sort of see things in advance, and it's really transformed my trading, learning the strat. It really has. So now what we can do is, worst case scenario, I'm going to stop out with break even. So move my stop to break even. And now we just got to be patient for this next hour. So we'll see what happens. Definitely am comfortable though, being that they closed it, below that one area, like I said. So we're up 45 bucks on this trade. But because I lost 80 on the previous one, we're not even back to even on that. But I'm definitely green from earlier in the day. But very green. I would love if this is a pivot machine gun and they take out here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll see. But if anyone is interested in trying the Apex accounts, like I said, I've got my affiliate link in the channel description, and you can check that out there. So I'm glad I did not get out of the micros. There's one good thing about micros, you definitely got some more leeway on those, because it's just not gonna kill your account if you're wrong on a trade. Whereas a mini will, it can obliterate you in a hot minute if you got the direction wrong. I don't know. I did something with the chat feature on my OBS, and I don't know how to get it back up where I can see the chat feature on the channel. I don't know that it really matters, to be honest with you, because most people don't watch Globex, but I love trading Globex. I really do. Yeah, I don't know where to find the chat feature. I can't remember what. I don't know. I'll have to ask somebody to help me. I think I hit it whenever it popped up one time, and I was like, I don't know how to get it back. So I'll just have to kind of work on that and see if I can get it back somehow. So if anybody's chatting, sorry. I don't know how to see it anymore. I'll have to try to figure it out. I'm not one of these fancy super YouTube people, so working on it, but it's just a lot with that software, so. Oh, it's going to be awesome if this comes down here and breaks this 162 and then comes and hits the 159, 160 target. I don't know if ICT would call this a fair value gap. It may be. I'm still trying to learn a lot of that. So forgive me if anybody uses a lot of his stuff. I'm still trying to learn a lot of it. So I love the volume imbalances though. So like this right here, from here to here is a huge volume imbalance. So I love that. And I learned that, You know, I learned that volume and balance thing from him. So I love this volume and balance right here. Like I said, it doesn't always get filled that day or the next day. It's just a nice little reference to make on your chart. That there's that volume and balance, because at some point, pretty sure we'll trade back into it, but no one knows when. Yeah, we're about back to break even on that trade. It's the only thing I was worried about, because the time frame continuity is up, not down. I'm going to move my stop back, because again, I would rather be wrong and get stopped out with a minimal loss here than to mess up my account. So I should have taken the profit right there. Again, if you guys are watching anybody and they're just not transparent about their trades, find somebody else. If you look at ES right here, I mean, it's transparent. This is just consolidation and chop. NQ does give you more range than that, so that's why I really like trading NQ, because it will give you more range. This is a higher low, so again, even though I said it a few minutes ago, this could just be consolidation for them to take us back up. Very, very, very well could, because your time frame continuity is to the upside. Let's see what the 30 minutes says. Consolidation. Switch to 15. We're nowhere close to getting a new 15, so just started a new 5 minutes. So inside on the 5, outside almost. Is it? Yeah. So 5 minute is inside. Go down to the 1 minute, 2 down, but hammer so far. Your broadening formation on the 1 minute. I don't generally trade the 1 minute. It's just too much for my brain. I know a lot of people love it, but it's too nerve-wracking for me. I can't do it. I need a bigger picture. Let's see. We'll get the new 15s here in about 8 minutes. If we break this low here on the 15, on the new 15s, then I'm going to feel much more confident in this trade. If we rotate back up, I'm probably just going to, well, my stop is only 2 points away from where we are now. So again, I may get stopped out here with the minimal loss, and I think they're about to take it. 7 minutes on the new 15s. So back inside on the 15. They just took my stop again. Crap. And the hourly is inside, so should have been trading it anyway. I do not like to trade inside candles. I usually will let them figure out what they're going to do before I trade an inside candle. And I didn't. I let this overshadow my judgment here on this hourly. Rather than recognizing that this was an inside candle and I should have been waiting. Because the reason I don't like to trade inside candles, guess what an inside candle is? It's consolidation. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Bulls can't decide what they want to do. Bears can't decide what they want to do. Best to stay out until they can figure it out. You're fighting a tug of war on an inside candle. So, not a good trade to take on string. Again, I'd have to lose a lot of trades in a row to wipe out the gains I had from today, but 2 or 3 trades in a row, it didn't help either. So I'm down about $200 tonight. So we'll let the Bulls and the Bears fight it out, figure out who's going to win. And of course, where they come back to, right where I had my trade placed. Again, I should have had my stop either looser or not been in this trade at all until they can figure out what they want to do. Or add to the micros, because then that's not going to hurt me either way. So as you can see, I'm still in the micro trades. But again, 15-minute, we've gone nowhere. Consolidation. Kicking myself for trading that inside candle. I should have seen it. I just didn't. And they took my stop and then come right back to where my trade was. Naturally. Remember I had my stop right here? They ran the stop, now they bring it right back down. A little frustrated. Still in the micro trade though, so we got that going. If they come down and hit this fair value gap right there on the 160, I'm really going to be upset that I bailed on, that I had my stop too tight on an inside candle on the hourly, which I know better. Alright, so this 15-minute right here turned into a shooter. I'm not going to trade a mini. What I am going to do is add to the micro. One micro right there will add to the micro. Because probably what they're going to do is come up here, touch this little fair value gap, maybe up into here into 171, and come right back. So we'll see what they do right there. It's more of a doji slash shooter. So we'll see if they break this 165 here on the way back down and come and hit this 160-ish area from this for this fair value gap. New 30-minute. Let's see what the last 30-minute candle did. That 15's a shooter. More of a shooter. It definitely inside 30. Oh, I'm going to be so mad if they come down and hit that. I lost too many trades in a row though, so I can't get back in on a mini. I have got all these accounts so close to being passed and funded, and I'm not going to put them in jeopardy. I've worked almost 2 weeks at one account for a month. Okay, good. I got, holy crap. Oh my gosh. I didn't know I had 4 in there. Oh goodness. Okay. Let me buy back. I wanted to just add 1. They're going to come down and touch that fair value gap. Oh my gosh. I'm going to buy back 3. I'm going to buy back 3. So now I got 5, which is what I wanted. I didn't know I had quantity right there. Okay. Still trying to get used to this platform. I'm telling you, I'm going to be so upset if they come down and hit that fair value gap. And I sat there and called it and had my stop. They ran my stop, and now they're going to come down and hit that fair value gap. Someone please tell me I'm wrong.
Order filled.
That they didn't TTO up here, and
Order filled.
I just really think that they did. At that 178. Could they go back and take it again? Yeah. I mean, anything can happen. That'd be crazy if we got an outside day tomorrow. I don't know if there's any data or news, but it would be crazy if we got an outside day tomorrow. Well, if you want to take the strat entry on this hourly, right there's your strat entry. 163. I should have had my stop at 172, and I think I think I did have it at 160. It's 172. I should have moved it to 174, and I'd have still been in this trade in green. Now what they could do too is, looking at this a little closer, they could still come back up and run the liquidity right there around that 17,170 and then continue to drop it. I'm not going back in on a mini though. I'm just not. I got stopped out on it twice. And I'm not putting my accounts in jeopardy on a mini. Nope, not doing it. If you want to look at the 4 hour, where's the 4 hour? While the 4 hour on TradingView looks way different than the 4 hour on Alright, let's do a little more forensic capabilities here. We've started coming back through this range right here, this 170. So the new 4 hours started at 9 p.m. Central. If we can close, we're nowhere close to a close on the 4 hour. We just started. If we can close the 4 hour below 170, I feel much more confident in the short. Here's what you can do on the 4 hour. You can take your fib and draw it. Where the bottom is, it's not there. Right there. There's your fib on that 4 hour. Is that right? I must not have the 0 checked. Well, I do. Let's do that again. I don't like the way that looks. Alright. So if we can close this 4 hour below this, it's 169, and I'm gonna add an alert crossing up. So if we can close this below, then we should start retracing back through I don't know why the alert didn't work, but there we go. Okay, so if we can start retracing back through here, then I'd look for start taking out some of these fibs. Again, I'm still on the micro trades. I'm still in the micro trades. Stop, got ran twice on the minis. I'm not getting back in on the mini. I'm not risking it. Because it's just consolidation forced to run the highs again. Because your time frame continuity is to the upside for today already. Do have this gap, volume imbalance right here. So I'm going to float some more orders again. If we get back here below, then it'll fill me again short. Right there. And that's just one, actually. I'm going to change that. I do love Quant Tower for this, though. I really do. I love this feature about Quant Tower, how you can just float some orders out there. And that's probably not everybody's style of trading, but I love it. I love that I can float those orders because I know what I'm looking for, and I know areas that if we pull back, then, you know, and I can go ahead and set some targets as well. So, in fact, I'm going to move this a little bit. What I don't like about Quant Tower is, I don't know why. It has to be the conversion on the time. It has to, yep, see, they've come back and taken this liquidity right here. I'm going to set another alert up there. Because here's the thing about NQ that I've always noticed. If you go up 60, you might go up 100. I don't know why. I bet I know why it's kicking me out. Because I'm logged in on my phone. Just can't help but think that they've gotten out of here. I've seen it before. It goes back and runs the highs, and then they bring it right back and back down through. If they start coming back through here, this 165. I don't want to put it in order. I want to add an alert. If they start coming back through here, I don't know why are my orders not saving? Maybe because I have too many alerts set up? Possible. Okay, I don't know what's going on with TradingView. That's not good. Why it keeps kicking me out. I'm so much more comfortable with TradingView because I've used it for so long. But there's definitely a lot of things I love about Quant Tower. A lot of things. We got 15 minutes left in this hour. We're in this range right here on the 15. See, aren't I glad I didn't let anyone talk me into going back into a mini right there. Account preservation for sure. I don't know why TradingView's kicking me out though. I don't like that. I don't know what's happening. And I don't know if it's just because I'm signed in on the phone. I mean, it shouldn't be because I've been signed in on the phone and the computer before. Switch to the ICT layout I have, which has the sessions. So I got the 4 hour, the 1 hour, and the 30-minute. Change this all back to micros so I'm not tempted to get myself in trouble. Most of the stuff I rarely use anymore because I've just learned how to read it, thank goodness, without. I think that's the same. Or I can't really tell the difference on that. What is that? Oh yeah, this has the I did a London Open Silver Bullet. I don't know why that's. Okay, so this is something I do like from ICT is the silver bullet time. So we'll do the. I need to make that more purplish. Maybe not that bold. Let's make it a little lighter. Alright, so this is the 240-minute silver bullet time. So some of these are a silver bullet time there on ICT. Which I was trading for a long time and had no clue I was trading it. And somebody pointed it out. I was like, yeah, I just started observing times. I didn't realize it was... I don't know. I didn't realize there was like a name for it. I just... Alright, so there's that Lux Algo buy side and sell side liquidity, which I told you guys I always get backwards. I was trying to make these where they're like way, where it's not so like bright. If I change it a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. So it's not so in your face. Alright. So, interesting. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see if they come back up here and take this before bringing us all the way back down. Maybe I was right after all. But that's why I'm still in the micros. I'm still mad about this. I'm still mad that they took my stop here and then brought it all the way back down. Happens, but nerve-wracking at the same time. I just know they're going to come down here and take this fair value gap right here at 159. Assholes. Stop me out, and then I knew it. I had my stop too tight. One of the streamers that I really like and watch all the time, and that guy has done amazingly well and just got a $25,000 payout at an Apex Alpine Trader. He doesn't use stops. And I think I see why. I'm still in a little bit of account preservation mode until I get some payouts, right? So, but that's aggravating. I mean, it took my stop twice, and now it's right back where my trade was. I'd at least been break even on the trade, and I had 2 opportunities right there to take profit, and I didn't. Granted, not a lot of profit, but still profit. And better than stopping out and losing money on the trade, right? So, yeah. It's a little frustrating. I'm putting some lotion on. I got this lotion. I've never been to Disney, but one of my friends had this lotion, and it's Disney Resorts H2O plus sea salt body lotion, and it smells wonderful. It smells like the ocean, like sea salt ocean. It just smells incredible. And so I went online. And like I said, I've never been to Disney, but I went online and found some on eBay, and it just, oh my gosh, it smells so good. I think Disney was gonna maybe bought this company and they were gonna make their own. I think is what someone told me, but it smells so good. So if anybody has this lotion, it's fantastic. This could be a nice little pivot machine gun here on the hourly too if it plays out on ES. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right here. So I'll draw them out for you. 1, 2. Draw it, make it bigger for you so you can see. 3, 4, 5. There's your pivot machine gun on ES if we come back through that range. Here it is on NQ. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. There's your pivot machine gun on NQ if they come back through. I don't really know how to add alerts. Wait a minute, maybe I do. There. Settings. Cross below. Alright. So now I got an alert set on... I don't know how to make that go away or why that's even there. There we go. So you're going to alert here now on NQ. But there's your nice little pivot machine gun if they start bringing it back through. And pivot machine gun, if you're not familiar with it on the Strat, is just 5 pivots in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So on the micros, I got my stop up here at high a day. I'll draw your, so you can see it again. Make the screen a little bit bigger. There you go. Let's hide some of this stuff. Alright, so now we're just left, that's much better anyway. Alright. So, we'll just do your pivot machine gun here on NQ on the hourly. So let's see, J I think is the, yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's your pivot machine gun on NQ on the hourly. If they do start coming back through, set an alert. Let's hope my alerts work. I don't know why I was getting that pop-up earlier. It's very strange. I don't know why this is doing this. It's very strange. I don't know why I'm getting that. I have to try to figure that out. Let's clear this alert log. Clear the log. Maybe that's why. Maybe because I already had a bunch triggered. Alright, so technically this is the new day, true day open there. It is midnight in New York. So this does mark the true day open. So they may come back up here, take this liquidity, and then right back down. Or they may come up, take the whole liquidity up here, and continue to the upside. This hourly could have just been consolidation. So we'll see what they're going to do next hour. But we're in a tight range, no doubt. It's 169, 168 level. See if they come back down here to 163 and into this. I think this is going to be a fair right gap here at 160. Let's see if I'm right. Maybe not. Yeah, actually I am. Alright, good. I'm getting much better at seeing those. I don't like a lot of indicators, so I try to just learn to read the chart without all of the handicaps. And I do watch a lot of YouTube videos on different things from different traders, and you know, that's kind of my study, and as well as just sitting down and time in the seat and trading. No better education than sitting here and doing this, drawing your levels, learning to read the price action and going from there. So learning futures, I feel like, has really made me a lot better trader. Because it's just allowed me to observe price and see how it moves.
Order filled.
That bothers me about my alerts on TradingView. I don't know what's going on with that. It's very strange. Very, very strange. Alright guys, I'm going to hop off stream. And maybe we'll get a chance to get back on tomorrow. Not go over the week on Saturday night. Obviously, nice big, huge 2-up week on NQ. We've already taken the year up on NQ as well. I do still trade other indices, but I've really fallen in love with NQ. Let's look at SPX real quick. 2-up on the year on SPX, but if we don't take out the 48.23 with a little bit of force, we could turn into a 2-up red. So I'm gonna run a fit. Look at this. I mean, 2022 was just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I did call it back inside, but I didn't think we would do that. I mean, we almost went 2-up. I mean, we got close. Let's do a fib retracement on the year last year. So there's your 50%. If you know, which, I mean, that's a long way to come down on SPX. But if the next quarter, you know, which we're only 18 days into this quarter, but next quarter, March, ends, we come back below this 46.91, turn to a 2-up red year and start coming back through some of these levels. What happened? I don't know. Nobody knows, but if we go up, then, you know, obviously, which technically we have gone 2-up, but just barely have gone 2-up on the year. Barely gone 2-up on the year. It's not like they jammed us up and, you know, rocked us up and took out the top of 2021. So we'll just have to see, you know, if they bring us up here, we go. I mean, if we went above here, that would be excellent. We hit all-time highs, right? But if they start reversing the quarter and bring us back down, then, you know, we could turn it into a 2-up red year. Let's look at QQQ. Again, another 2-up green year, but technically all-time highs on Qs. Here's my alert from Mingami. If you guys aren't hip to this is great if you trade the strat. It's an indicator called the strat alerts. It is a paid alert, but very inexpensive. The guy did a fantastic job, absolute fantastic job on that indicator. It will alert you to any kind of setup on the strat whatsoever. So yeah, look, I'm going ahead and bail on my micros. I think that's going to end up being a nice, full, profitable trade for sure. Oh, I'm so tempted on a mini, but I can't do it. I'm not doing it. Right back down below that liquidity again.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Alright, I'm gonna hop off stream. And hope you guys have a good night. You should have your alert set for the pivot machine gun to start. So we'll see what happens.